Hello, it is I, filthy casual. I'm gonna play some TnT run, and I'm going to just rant because sometimes, you need that. People need that in life, and I'm already going crazy. So what's a little more? What's a little more? Let's just do it. And yes, and by filthy casual, I do mean I am actually a filthy casual. I will not be winning probably any rounds. So this gameplay is gonna be fantastic, let me tell you. But I just need to rant for a second. So because it's healthy for a person. Not actually talking to yourself while playing Minecraft is probably not healthy for you. But you know what? I feel like it, so it's just gonna happen. But anyway, so I'm a high school student. I'm a junior in high school, and during the pandemic, which is an experience in itself. But my main thing is that my second week of junior year, my parents were like, you know what you need? Second week of junior year? A trip to North Carolina. Let's go. So legitimately, we packed our bags and we left for North Carolina, and I am currently right about to leave. So if this video ever goes up, it's probably after I'm out of North Carolina. So ha ha ha. But yeah, that was an experience. I mean, being on the wrong time zone while doing school is not fun. Surprisingly. No one's surprised there. But I think the worst part of it was probably getting here. I swear to God, that airplane was like the airplane from hell. Like, it had every single trope in the book. So let me just give you some context. So going to North Carolina, I had to take 2 airplane flights, which was fine. I'm pretty used to travel. I've traveled a lot throughout my life, so it was whatever. I was like, okay, I'm down for that. So the first plane flight was actually 6 hours long, and surprisingly enough, that was the easy one. That was the good one. I just be vibing on that plane flight. It was nice. I mean, we were in like economy, but we still got like the pretty epic what is it? Screens, TV screens, like on the chair, and I'd just be watching movies on there. It was pretty nice. But oh no, you would think that would be the hard one, but no. It was the 45-minute plane flight that everything went wrong. Shit hit the fan. So, I've been traveling since 3 a.m., so I was pretty tired. I was pretty dead. I couldn't get any caffeine in except for like 1 sip of McDonald's iced coffee, because otherwise I think I would have barfed. So we entered the plane. We all sit down. Already stuff is not doing so good. Immediately, the person next to us, who has a mask on, by the way, but is not wearing it, starts coughing. We already got a COVID cougher. That's what I call that type of people. I don't think he actually had COVID. At least I hope not, or at least if he does have COVID, I don't think we contracted it, because we showed no symptoms, and it's been well more than 14 days. But anyway, we got the COVID cougher, which is already just not a good sign. But no, that's not all. Like, around 40 minutes of us just sitting there, we already know something's wrong with the airplane, because why are we just sitting here for 40 minutes, just kind of chilling? We get an announcement, and they tell us that the plane is delayed because the handle fell off the freaking plane. That's such a red flag. You don't want things to be falling off planes right before you take off. That's just like basically them telling you, oh yeah, we're gonna crash. Yeah, this is not a good plane. So already, I'm tired. I'm a little nervous now about the plane flight because apparently stuff is falling off. But it's whatever, I'll probably be fine. Statistics are on my side. Plane flight crash is not probably gonna happen, but still makes me a little nervous. But no. That's not all. Of course not. Why would it be? Apparently. Because this plane flight is just special. So not only do we get delayed because a handle fell off and they have to go weld it back on. That is their exact terms, by the way. We need to go get a welder to weld it on. So it'll probably be like 40 minutes. Honestly, it would be a lot better for me if they just took longer. At least I would feel safer on the plane. Anyway. So, we also get delayed after the 40 minutes. They only tell us after they finish welding the handle on, of course. That we're going to be delayed another 40 minutes well, this time it's 45, but all the difference. That it's because a storm is coming and that they have to redirect our plane flight. So I'm glad they're at least taking some safety precautions, but I mean, still doesn't suck any less. Also, it was funny because the captain was like this begrudged old guy that was like, if I made the decision, I would go through that storm cloud right away, which made me feel even more safe in an airplane that handle fell off. That parts keep falling off. Well, anyway, so, you know, we just kind of sitting there waiting for the plane to take off. It's already been delayed twice. Our hopes aren't that high. And from the back, I just hear, you know, a baby start crying. And I just go, oh no. The reckoning has begun. Instantly, 2 more babies start crying. It's like, you can't just have one baby crying. No, all of them gotta cry. When one starts, they all start. And a headache that I already had, it was like mild from the last plane flight just because I woke up so early and I didn't have as much caffeine as I would have liked. Just instantly blared into like a seemingly almost a migraine. It was terrible. This is also the point in time where the ceiling started leaking mysterious liquid, which was very fun. I love being drenched while on a plane. But since it was raining outside, me and my dad thought the plane was leaking from the outside. So, 'cause, I mean, at this point, our standards are pretty low. Some parts of the plane fell off. The captain is, very seemingly want to go through a storm cloud, which, okay, buddy. But, so, a little concerned, I'm like, Dad, the plane's leaking. And he looks up, he's like, oh, shit. So he goes and calls the flight attendant. The flight attendant comes back just like, oh yeah, that's the AC unit. It just does that. That doesn't make me feel any better. Like, I'm glad it's not leaking from the outside, but the fact that AC is leaking mysterious liquid onto us like it's a freaking waterfall does not make it any better. I mean, this thing wasn't just like a little tiny droplets. No, it was like a stream almost. I swear. My poor father was like drenched by the end of the plane flight. Luckily, it wasn't mostly on me. But I mean, I still got a little wet. So here we are, soaked, tired, annoyed because the man next to us won't stop coughing, the 3 babies in the back won't stop crying. You know, all the normal stuff in an airplane. And then, no, we have to have all the tropes apparently. So the 2 people in front of us, the 2 guys in front of us, immediately start up a conversation. Just a super loud, super TMI conversation about, I think it was like work or something, I don't know. But they just did not shut up. It was the entire plane flight, I swear. The entire plane flight, they were just yapping on about something or another. I swear, they were talking so much I heard their entire life story twice. One time in reverse. But basically, this is why you shouldn't write, say stories while doing TnT Run. Bad idea from the beginning. Very bad. Anyway, these 2 men basically giving out their entire life stories as loudly as they can. I swear the back of the plane could probably hear it. And at one point, I think they even probably told me their credit card information, their social security number. That's like how deep they were going. They were giving out every detail of their life. But, I mean, it's just, like, I know that's a trope. And, like, oh, all bad airplanes have that. But, yeah, no, they do happen. Those are type of people. You know, they just would not stop talking. And it did not help the headache with the 3 babies. It's just everything was going to crap. And honestly, I mean, yeah, it was annoying. It wasn't a fun experience, but I'm just more impressed at the fact that an airplane flight like that can exist. Like, the only thing I was missing was like a really large guy to come sit next to me and another really large guy to sit on my other side and squish me in. This has happened before. That was not fun. But I'm glad it didn't happen while also dealing with 3 babies, a sketchy airplane, and the COVID cougher. I'm glad I only had to deal with like 4 tropes instead of 5. But still, I'm flabbergasted at the fact that an airplane was so tropey. Like, I legit thought I was part of like a comedy sketch. Like, someone's gonna come behind the corner and just be like, you've been busted, or whatever. Whatever those TV shows are like. I've never watched them. But honestly, someone's gonna like turn around and tell me it was a social experiment, I would have not been surprised. Yeah, that was the airplane flight from hell. It wasn't that bad, as much as I'd like to josh about it. I think it's really funny.